Hey, how's it going? I still didn't fix that. Still just says starter. You know what? I could just move that like a little bit to the left, and then it's okay. Starting. Yeah, we're starting. It's good. Yeah, it's good. It's starting. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back. I've been taking some time to try and I didn't take any time. It's 2 streams in a row, but I mean, like, I've been trying to figure out what kind of horror game we want to play next. There's a lot of choices, you know. Unfortunately, there's too much good things out there. The world would be a much simpler place if it was all garbage, because then I could just not play any of it. You know, it'd be easy, it'd be simple, but that's not the way it is. I'm sorry to say, the world, there's good shit out there. So unfortunately, I gotta like pick and choose what I'm gonna play. So I picked one that I have absolutely no idea. It's piqued my interest, but I don't know if it's good or bad. Normally, I can look at a game and I don't even have to play the game, as some of you might know. I don't have to play the game to know if it's good or bad. I can sense that. I know if I'm gonna enjoy a game before I go into it. It's easy. I think a lot of people have that to some extent, just maybe not to my extreme, can't think of a word for it, level. But this game, I have no fucking idea. Everything I see about this game, I can't tell if it's a good game or a bad game. It's this weird Japanese horror mystery shit. And like literally everything I see about the game, the game starts in windowed borderless by default. That's like fucking 10 points in its favor. But then I look at the volume for it, which I'll need to turn on, by the way. And it's got fucking 4 volume sliders. I don't understand why. But anyway, here's the game. You probably haven't even heard of it. It's probably a little too alternative for your tastes. You know what I mean? If you don't appreciate it, it's just because you're not as much of a high-minded, highbrow individual as me. Welcome. That's right. It's a fucking anime game. I'm sorry. I just was feeling suicidal. Welcome to Tokyo Dark. That's what that says, by the way. Tokyo Daku. And look at this. Can you tell? Like, doesn't this look bad? This looks bad, right? Like, this looks like it's gonna. My prediction is that this game is going to go either it's going to be a masterpiece or it's going to be a shit show. And that's what I want out of my horror games. You know, honestly, like the entire genre of horror needs to be either masterpieces or goofy garbage, right? If this is either of those, I will be satisfied. This will be good. If it's not one of those, we're gonna play something else. I got like fucking 20 alternatives because there's a lot of horror games out there. But hey, let's fucking go. Tell me if the volume's all right. I think it's a little quiet. I'm gonna turn it up. There's 4 volume sliders though, so that's not exactly. It's fucking easier said than done. I think I am adjusting the main one. Play that in English. You know, I might be a Nihongo connoisseur. That's not the right word because I don't know English either. But you know, just for your sake, we'll do English. Hopefully this has voice acting or something. I bet it doesn't. Consider your actions. The decisions you make will change the world around you and how your story unfolds. Autosave makes every decision final. There is no going back. Click to continue. See, you tell me this shit and you're like, I'm pumped, right? That's exactly what I want. Decisions will change the world around you. That's why I play video games. My decisions in real life don't do shit, but I can escape into the virtual world where my decisions change the world around me. But just like real world, I autosave, so I can't reload. So that should get patched out, honestly. It's a little loud. It's a little loud. It's a little, okay, alright. Okay. It fucking just starts. When I close my eyes, oh, it's really fucking loud. Alright. When I close my eyes, she's always there. Smiling. Investigation +1. They don't fucking hold back. I don't... What's going... Like... Always smiling. Tanaka, what's your badge doing in a place like this? Where are you? Fuck, man, that is high-pitched. Turning this shit down, that was like... I don't know, was the cell phone on a different volume slider than the other ones? Tell me if you're, like, dying here. Ito, where are you? I've been trying to reach you for 20 minutes. I guess this means you've heard about his phone. Yeah, Saki told me. Saki, I'm gonna go with that. I'm on my way to Shinjuku now. Couldn't wait for the uniforms and miss another chance. I was just having an existential crisis where my yandere girlfriend was attacking me in the train. We've narrowed down the GPS signal to a back alley in the east part of town. You're the only detective I trust that's near it. That said, I'd be an idiot not to send in a team behind you. Lucky for us, it doesn't look like it's moved into the last 40 minutes. Okay. That's not how you... Never mind. What's your ETA? I should be there in 10 minutes. How long until your team arrives? This might be a reading game. Female wearing a tie. She's a detective. It's like a, you know, it's a cute look, right? At this rate, right, yeah, 20 minutes behind you. Ito, we have no idea what you're walking into, so no heroics. Find the phone, discover what you can about how it got there, and then report straight back to HQ. Understood? Yes, sir. No, this one's been especially tough for you. He's your partner, and I understand you want to be the one to bring him home. But, well, you gonna be okay back in the field? I know it's been some time since the, incident, so you can't blame me for being a little hesitant. Remember to keep an eye on your spin attributes. Is that a game thing, or is that in the world by pressing the escape key? Okay, so we're breaking the fourth wall already. I'm taking a big risk and trust you with this, Ito. Don't fucking forget to press escape. Oh, spin. Sanity, professionalism, investigation, and neurosis. Stable, professional, competent, and stressed. That sounds like me. That's me. Sure. Continuous frown on my face. Sure. I'm fine, sir. I have everything under control. I've beaten this game, actually. It's pretty fucking good. Oh. Alright, good. Good, that's what I was hoping for. I'll report in once I find the phone. Behind the pleasantries, it's plain as day that Yukamura still doesn't trust me to be on my own. The day Tanaka went missing, the uniforms completely ruined the crime scene. There's no way I'll let that happen again. Hold on, Tanaka, I'll be there soon. I still am not able to read this game. I don't... They've got fucking fully animated cutscenes? How the fuck they afford that? Oh, they're 2 seconds long. That's how they afford it. Okay. Well. 5 days ago, my partner, Detective Kazuki Tanaka, vanished after leaving Police HQ. There was no sign of him, and we had no leads. From one of the most populous cities on Earth, he simply disappeared. That is, until an hour ago when his phone was mysteriously switched on. Tracing it led me here, to this grimy road on the east side of Shinjuku. Nothing good ever happens in this part of town. I can't... Are you serious? I can't move with the... Okay, well, it's a good old point and click, and by that I mean you're not allowed to do anything else. You can point, you can click arrow keys. No, not allowed. It's a point and click. What do you expect? Wait, I can't go in there? I just could go in there a second ago. Oh, wait. In my opinion, the smaller a chicken skewer place is, the better. I don't know what you fucking mean by that. Butterfly Club. This is really fucking loud, man. A hostess bar. Watered down booze exchanged for fake smiles and a girl to laugh at your jokes. On a normal night, this game has fucking like by the books noir writing. Like that is exact. I mean, the only difference is it happens to be a girl who's the detective this time instead of some straight-laced, not really straight-laced, instead of some like retired policeman turned private investigator. You know, like instead it's a girl. Other than that, this is like exactly what you'd expect watching like I can't think of any noir movies. Chinatown, I guess. The Fifth Man. The Third Man. On a normal night, there's no way I'd look for Tanaka here. Tonight's not exactly normal, though. That's a good look. That's a the comb over, the jowls, the big glasses. That's a good look. You know, some people of a lower caliber would be drawn to this, but my eyes are immediately drawn to what's over here. Evening, sir. Mind if I ask you a few questions? Oh, what are you supposed to be then? Like that one's with the police, honey. This is gonna be a reading game. This is gonna be a really heavy reading game. Depending on how it goes from here, that might be a bad. Detective Ito, Tokyo Metropolitan Police. Police, huh? My name's Goto. Is the gun real too? Why don't you let me buy you a drink? Maybe you can show me your gun and I can show you mine. Charming. How about we stick to the questions? You seem like a regular. You seen this man tonight? Oh, I don't know. See these glasses, Detective Oto? My eyesight's not so good. Why don't you come over here and sit on my knee so I could take a closer look? I'll pass. Listen, I tried to help you. Don't know why I went Southern there for a second. But if you don't want it, that's fine with me. Southern actually kind of works with this one. Investigation +1. All I did was talk to... +2, actually. You got a problem with something? What do you want? Alright, well. That pic, she's fucking her partner. She's just holding a cat together. I don't know what you mean. What game is this? This is Tokyo Dark. You know what? I'll put it in the title. I mean, it's in the little thing. Like when you scroll down on YouTube, it'll say like what game it is, and it's Tokyo Dark. But let's just like make it so that it's obvious. Tokyo Dark. Hopefully YouTube actually saves that. They usually do, but it's not, you know. Who knows? This game looks like it should be on Newgrounds. Now you're just convincing me this is going to be a masterpiece. I'm Detective Ito of the Tokyo Metropolitan Police. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Could smell the cop on you the minute you step through the door. Yeah, sure, ask away. But make it quick. It usually starts getting busy around now. I thought for sure I was gonna say attack. Why do you dislike the police, ma'am? What's your problem with cops? No problem here, detective. In fact, I deal with them all the time. Seems like cops are constantly sniffing around this end of town. Great. Great. See any young male detective in here recently? No, not a one. Now, as interesting as this is, I've got paying customers and not a lot of free time, so you can order something or you can go. This hostess seems pretty cagey. She might open up after a drink, but then again, maybe not. I need to be careful here. Give her a drink. It's always worked for me. Alright, I can afford to take a load off. I'll take a shot of whiskey on the rocks. Professionalism -10. Oh. It's fine, I'm still professional. You serious? Okay, most cops don't exactly order drinks out in the open. Well, you did say we couldn't keep talking without a drink. Now I've had my drink, so let's get talking. What do you want me to say? Listen, lady, I don't own the place, I just work here. So this is some sort of sting or something, leave me out of it. It's bad enough having mouth breathers like Goto over there chatting me up all night. Don't worry, it's not a setup. Seems like there's been some bad things happening in this part of town tonight is all. Bad things, huh? You a rookie? No, not by a long shot. Well, you sound like one. Bad stuff happens here all the time. Seems like every other day I'm hearing whispers of someone getting beaten, or a scam going on. Anyone whisper to you tonight? No. As a matter of fact, they haven't. Officer, in quotes. Officer, single brackets, one quote, singular, quote, officer. Don't know what that implies. What does it mean? Are you saying I'm not an officer? I guess I understand why you're using single quotes, because you've already got the doubles on the, implying the fact that you're talking. But I do have to wonder, what do you mean? Officer. Now, as stimulating as that conversation, and how did you say that? Did you say that with the two little quote fingers around your head, you know what I mean? Like, you do it like a child, or how did I hear the quotes? Just me, or does the blonde have a lazy eye? You know, I think I see it. I think she might have like two glass eyes, that one of which is not properly aligned. Although I guess you don't need to blink if you have glass eye. If you had glass eyes, would you still blink? Because the point of blinking is to like get your eyes wet. You know what I mean? Lube them up. You don't need that if you have glass eyes. So do you think you'd keep doing it out of habit, or do you think you would just stop? Like you would just... It's not an important question. Talk. I'm fucking alright with Goto. Mama-chan, she's creeping me out. I got an investigation point. Oh, neurosis for that. I get neurosis every time I talk to him? Do I want to farm neurosis? Neurosis is probably a bad thing, right? I should probably stop that. Can't you see I'm busy? Okay, well, fuck off then. The real question is if you blink with an eye patch. Well, yeah, probably. I'm wondering, like, if you had like 2 eye patches, you know, then what? What is this? The small bar doesn't seem to have a lot of customers, but there's a good view of the street from the storefront. We just going from one bar to another? This looks like someone's fucking OC Wigger costume, but okay. I'm Detective Ito of the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions? No problem at all! You can call me Daizo if you want. I haven't done anything wrong, have I? This game has... Read my last message is actually pretty important. No joke, there are 27 different endings, only being about 5 very drastically different. It's pretty good. Honestly, that makes me think that this is actually, like, important, you know, the shit we're talking about. Like the questions going on here, the choices are important. By the way, I just want to mention, because I like to complain, it is really fucking hot in here. I had to turn the AC. I finally figured out what was making that weird, spooky ghost noise outside of my room. It wasn't a ghost, unfortunately. It was just the AC unit dying. And so I turned it off so it doesn't pick up in the stream. And I fucking covered in sweat right now. I've been going for, like 20 minutes. If I die, it's because I wanted good audio quality. Put that on my gravestone, please. Oh, ugh. No, nothing like that. Just hoping you could help me, actually. Have you seen this man? Maybe sometime tonight? Hold on, mind if I take another peek at the picture? Oh, is that an old man? I just realized that's supposed to be like an old man. He just has baby soft skin. Sorry. I don't think I've seen him after all. Are you positive? Yeah, I definitely remember. You see, to be honest, business hasn't been so great. So I haven't seen much of anyone lately, and I definitely remember a guy like that. Mostly, I just sit here alone. I feel you. Wiping down the counter over and over again. Can't say I thought this is what I'd be doing as the owner of a bar in Shinjuku, you know. Not to mention honest guys like me are being driven out of business around here. All the other places, like that hostess club up the street, cutting corners. I'm sorry to hear that. You got one more question, if that's okay. I've got one more question, if that's okay. You don't really put a question mark at the end of that. She's probably got that Valley Girl inflection where everything's a question, and she's got that vocal fry. That I've got one. How do women fucking do that? I've got. You gotta get like a buzzing going on in your voice, like. I don't know. I can't recreate it. It's only something like really bitchy older women can do. Got a pretty good view of the alley from out here. See anything unusual out here tonight? Unusual? Now that you mention it, when I went out back before, I thought I heard a ringing sound coming from inside one of the dumpsters. Just kept ringing and ringing. Speaking of rings, I had to pawn my wedding ring to pay this month's rent. Fuck, guy, I didn't ask. Like, if my wife heard about that, the next thing in the dumpster might be me. You increased my neurosis again. Fuck, man, stop talking to people. Everyone I talk to just increases my neurosis. All right, let's find the dumpster. Also, I will compliment the game for being realistic. Whatever was drawn on, somebody tried scrubbing off, but gave up halfway. I don't know what the fuck that says. For such a grimy-looking door, that sure is a fancy lock. Without a code, there's no way I'm getting in. The small, old wooden emblem on this door is so worn I can't make it out. Okay. Oh, there we go. Shoot lock. Just, yeah, no, I don't know if this is the right dumpster. I don't know if it's inside of there. I'm just gonna, is the lock even locked? I have no idea. Just fucking shoot it. Can't believe that worked. What are you doing? I can't use my gun like that in public. Good thing no one saw me, except that guy who just fucking walked past. Professionalism -5, sanity -1. Why? Are Japanese people that uncomfortable with guns? I just shot a gun. That must be it. A filthy paper bag surrounded by a swarm of flies. The ringing is coming from inside. I'll need to fish it out of there and get a closer look. As I draw nearer, the familiar metallic scent of blood drifts into my nostrils. Written on the bag are two characters I know very well. Ayami. What the hell is going on here? Did it get like really fucking loud all of a sudden? Does it like change audio things on the mixer? I don't know what these are called. Embedded in the gruesome red mass is Tanaka's phone. As I slide the phone out, I'm overwhelmed with the smell of rotting meat and the buzzing of flies. Moshi mosh. Ito desu. Oh, you finally picked up. I knew you would eventually. It's been a long time, Ayami-chan. How do you know my name? Where's Tanaka? Where are you keeping him? Ayami-chan. Shh. Tanaka's right here with me in the sewer. I like that the villain hides important evidence in the dumpster and then goes down into the sewer. I have a feeling that our enemy might be the trash man. Come down, there's something I want you to see. Sure, yeah. Let's just go into the sewers. Keep up the great work. Been subbed since 0 subs. Like and comment on all your videos. Great job. Thanks. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like low self-esteem or something. I doubt it because I have a very high opinion of myself. But that it sounds like a copy paste. You know what I mean? But then again, your name is Water Filter Salesman, so I know you're the real nigga. So thanks. Damn, the bars won't budge. The red paint is on both the inside and outside of the drain. So someone around here must know how to get in. Well, let's try this. Wow, spooky. Whoa, 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 lady! We're closed. What are you doing in here? You just see that girl? See what now? The lights were flickering, so I came, but the only girl I see is you. You alright, lady? You're like really pale. Yeah, I'm fine. So is this like private property? So if you don't go, I'm gonna have to talk to the police. You're talking to the police. You're a cop? Whoa! What timing, officer, sir, ma'am? I think I heard a gunshot or something outside. I mean, I don't know what a gun sounds like, but I've seen movies. I was gonna go out and talk to the cops, but I thought, what if the guy's still out there? He'll totally waste me, so I just decided to wait it out, you know? Good thing you showed up. Hey, you smell whiskey? That was me. Sorry, that was, yeah. The whiskey, that was me. The gunshots, that was me. Must be your imagination. You see anyone outside tonight? Around your dumpsters, maybe. Nah, man, and I would know. Those dumpsters are part of my responsibilities and stuff. I'm pretty observant. The boss is, super harsh about making sure people don't, tamper with them and whatever. Anyway, you super sure there's no one outside trying to kill me, right? Because I gotta, go and, finish my duties. Later. Okay. Well, all I've found out so far is that there are people responding to the fact that we are shooting just randomly in the streets, which I like. That means at least that, our actions do somewhat matter. At least they're being acknowledged. And acknowledgement is another reason why I play video games. Acknowledgement is not something that anyone gets in real life. So, we've got to resort to this. Careful about your stats, especially neurosis and sanity. Just saying, there are endings that don't go through the entire game in which you miss a lot of content left to the story. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Since it autosaves, there's no way to reload before you were set down a certain path. Okay. Alright. Sorry to bother you again, Daizo. But do you know anything about the storm drain at the end of the alley? No worries, detective. No, this is the same. I'm trying to do, just slight voice variations, you know what I mean? I don't like to do, super different voices, because it wears out my voice really fast. But, I'm trying to do, slight variations, very simple. But, that was the same voice. I forgot what sad voice fits this man. No worries, detective. Now that you mention it, and you might not believe me, but I swear a fat guy in a suit. Climbing out of there a few days ago, along with some girl. He's kind of infamous around here. Probably at one of the hostess clubs, as usual. Maybe the Butterfly Club. Hopefully, he stays there. Anyway, that storm drain's bad news if you ask me. I'd stay clear of it. It wasn't quite sad enough, but... You seen anyone around here carrying a bucket of red paint? Huh? Paint? No, I guess not. I mean, I wasn't really looking for it, I guess. Why do you ask? Just noticed a couple of red marks near the sewer. Hopefully it's nothing. Oh, okay. Well, I'll keep an eye out and make sure to let you know if I see anything. Alone again? Closed. Oh, wrong place. Hey. Excuse me, I've got a witness who says someone fitting your description has entered the storm drain at the end of the street before. Any chance that was you? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, lady. I don't know what how do you even do a southern accent? Just give it a little bit of mouth. A little bit of a southern drawl. Aerosmith. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. Bout. Lady? Nah, I can't do it. I'm really bad at voices, by the way. Except like a select few. Threaten or flirt. I've already shot in the road recently, so... Don't play dumb with me. I know you've been in that sewer. Tell me how you got in. Now. The hell you think you are? I don't care what some asshole said about me, lady. I know you take women in there, and if you want to leave this bar with the necessary parts to be with one again, I suggest you start talking. Sorry about the misunderstanding. There's a shrine in that sewer. I go down there to, do stuff. I don't remember asking what you do down there. I just asked how you get down there. Now start talking. All right. Just leave me alone. There's a trick to opening the grate. Twist the leftmost bar to the right, and the one next to it to the left, and they come off. Then you can crawl inside. Just leave me alone. Professionalism -5. I want to get my professionalism at 0. Well, I guess -100. I'm hoping it goes in that direction. Can't talk to the girl anymore. Can't talk to him either. Okay. You ever visit websites that have pictures of people after they die, like gore/horror? No, I can't say I make a habit of it. I've seen it before because, like, you know, I've been on, like, 4chan and shit when I was a kid, back when it was edgier than it is now. But, you know, I can't say I go out of my way to look up gore. No. I've seen enough of it. I've seen a guy get hanged. Hung? Hanged. Hung. Hanged? I've seen a man die with a rope around his neck. I've seen a beheading. A couple. I've seen, Buddhist monk light himself on fire. But probably the worst one is that weird goldfish one. You know what I'm talking about? The one where it's that Asian woman in a swimsuit, and it's supposed to be like porn or something, but like it's... If you get off to that, you're like in another realm. Like your brain has not ascended, but like descended into something just like fucking out there. Like it's this Japanese woman, she's in a swimsuit, and she like fucking I haven't seen it since I was like 12 or something, but some of you probably know what I'm talking about. She like opens up her swimsuit a little bit and then puts a fucking goldfish down her swimsuit and then like crushes it to death against her skin inside of this. It's the most like it's been years since I've seen that, and that image is still like scarred into my mind. The beheadings are nothing, right? Beheadings, hangings, all that's nothing. I can see, you know, I saw that guy from fucking R9K shoot himself in the head, and I made a joke about it on some video I made. You know, he used the footage straight from that. It's nothing, right? It doesn't faze me. But that fucking goldfish shit is like I don't even want to think about it. Like it's not good. And the fact that it's porn just makes it so much more uncomfortable. You know? Anyway, someone strung up some cheap lights haphazardly along the ceiling, maybe in a vain attempt at creating an intimate atmosphere. Speaking of disturbing imagery, seeing that probably took a few years off my life. Photo's in good shape, and I guess it was probably taken recently. Sanity -1. Yeah, well. This does look like a shrine. Oh, there actually is some voice acting. I wonder what this shrine's gate's doing down here after all this time. Maybe the builders were too superstitious to destroy it? when the sewer was built. A thin, freshly painted line of red paint runs slowly down the wall along the well. Kore wa? This must be the same fresh paint used on the wall and the drain outside. Whoever painted it must be close. It's a gamble, but I could try going down there barehanded. Gotta think there's something around here I could use to climb down more safely, though. Yeah, the ribbons, right? Or I can just climb down and maybe die. Or maybe the lights. Rope. Yeah, rope. If he's down here often, there's a possibility he has that rope on him tonight. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. There's a site where people rate each other's poop. Have you been there? No, I can't say I'm, I'd almost, that's another one of those things that, like, maybe it's just me. Not a big fan of the poop thing. Poop is kind of one of those, one of those things that, like, it's not really, doesn't really turn me on. Don't really see the appeal of poop. Unless you're saying this site is just, you just rate poop for fun. In which case, I still don't really see the appeal. Probably just me. I'm probably a weirdo for not enjoying poop. But, everybody's a little off, I guess. Right? Everybody's got something. Somebody's calling me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just hope that's not important, because I'm not gonna answer that. First day on 4chan, I saw beheading by a cartel and a dog beat to death with a shovel. I think I've seen that dog one, actually. And there was also the time a guy stuck his dick inside a jar filled with mosquitoes. I can one-up you with that one. Here's a couple that you may have seen. That I saw one of these recently. Ah, fuck, what was the other one I was thinking of? Ooh, when I was a kid, I was like 9 or something. I remember seeing in like some fucking weird-ass magazine someone had lying around in a car show. I went to the car show with my grandpa, and... No. I remember hearing about it at the car show, and then I looked it up later, like a year or two later. And it was this guy who, like, got really intense piercings, and he decided to, like... He had these rings pierced into each of his balls that were then connected up by chains to his ears. And I think he, like, cut his balls in half or something, so each ball was, like, being held up like two little flaps by his ears. It was not good. But that one I don't remember as much, because that didn't make as much of an impression on me as the fish one. But, oh, and then also... You want to just sit around in this bar scene and talk about fucking out there videos? There's the one I remember there's this woman who, like, crushed a rabbit with high heels. That one was pretty fucked up. But then just recently, I saw this one where someone put a turtle inside of his foreskin. That one was not... That, like... I laughed. You know what I mean? Like, how can you not? It was funny. I laughed at it, but it also made me, like, very uncomfortable. Like it is not a good visual. This guy's dick, and there's, like, a little fucking turtle head sticking out. Like, it's not... Another one that I just don't really want to think about, but... I have reason to believe you might be carrying a rope on you. I need it. Ah, Hugh again. Thought you said you'd leave me alone already. Anyway, I don't know anything about some rope or whatever. I don't have time for this. Why is there... that kind of thing isn't illegal. While in your case, it definitely should be, no, it's not. Breaking into a sewer to do it, however, is. This picture is pretty strong evidence to put you at the scene, don't you think? Hey now, say, why don't I trade you? I'll give you that rope and you can give me the picture. I was just about to suggest something similar, except I keep the rope and the picture, and in exchange, you get to stay out of jail tonight. Fine, just take it. You know what, I'm starting to think you might not be my type. Professionalism -5. Again. Still a professional, though. Yeah, there's some fucked up things online. Like, there's some really fucked... Like, this is just shit I've found by not looking for it. You know? This is just regular browsing of the internet. Maybe not regular, you know, like I'm not a normal fag stay on Facebook sort of shit, but like that turtle dick thing I saw on Twitter. You know, like this is just normal browsing of the internet and you run into this shit. I would hate to imagine what I'd see if I was like trying to find it, right? Executions don't faze me. Yeah, it's kind of a desensitizing thing. I think it depends on how depends on how it's portrayed, which is weird. You know, like the fucking ISIS beheadings didn't faze me, but that's because I knew they were fake. But like other ones, it's almost like it depends on how they're produced. You know, like who's directing the executions, right? Like some of them get to you, and then some of them just really don't. And I think that might have been why that fish one really got to me, because it was produced like a porn, you know, and that just really does not help with the atmosphere, you know? The rope is thin, and I know it's been used, but it's all I've got. Here goes nothing. I see a man get his head blown off and not feel sad. Yeah, I mean, it's just desensitization, you know, you know what I'm saying. It's not real, you know what I mean? Like it is real. Someone fucking shot themselves in the head. Like that R9K thing. I was making a joke about it, but it's because it's not real. That person's nameless, right? Not in actuality, but like might as well be. That was quick. Wait, really? That's interesting that a game would do it like that. Normally when you see a girl, like a spooky girl flashing in the background, that's like a pretty regular thing in horror games. Normally that like continues throughout the game and they slowly uncover it. But this is like, we're like an hour in, not even. And now, here she is. Like for real. Oh, excuse me. I ate earlier in the day today so that that wouldn't happen, but it didn't matter. At long last, I'd found Kazuki. His hands were bound and his head was covered by a dirty, blood-stained sack. I'd gone in all business, ready to handle the situation quickly, get everyone home safe, and go back to a normal life. My plans went out the window the minute I made out his captor's face. It was a face I knew very well. 6 months ago in Kamakura, Kazuki and I don't know if I should say it the right way or the wrong way, encountered her in a hostage situation gone wrong. She died. She died? She died? She died, okay. The cold eyes and unhidden smile that stared at me from the shadows at the end of the tunnel belonged to a girl 6 months dead. I stood frozen to the spot, unable to speak as I faced down the impossible. It must be a trick! That's what my subconscious whispered to me over and over to drown out the sound of my beating heart. That's how my subconscious talks to me. It's like, oh man, it must be a trick. That girl wasn't surprised to see me. In fact, it seemed that my shock and surprise was what she had wanted to see all along. The fact remained that I was alone. I hadn't told Yukimura where I was, and Tanaka's life was in her hands. It was me and her, a lone detective, and a girl straight from a nightmare. They've got that noir writing down pat. Like, that is exactly, like, then it would fade away. You know, the camera would pan to the left or the right, or, you know, one of the two. And then it would be raining. You'd be looking out the window and you know? And then it would cut to the new scene. Oh, we've fucking timed? Wait, drop the knife. Police, drop the knife. Straight to business, huh? Not even a hello or long time no see, Ayami-chan. It's been a while after all. I read, you know, that wasn't exactly right, but I'm not drawing my weapon, so you have no need for yours. I only want to talk. You do? How cute. You hear that, Tanaka? She wants to talk. That's right. We can work something out. No one needs to get hurt. Don't worry, Tanaka. I'll get you out of here. Ito! I don't want to fucking yell. Get out of here. Please, run! Shh, that's enough out of you. You stay nice and quiet until us girls are done talking. Well, go on. Talk. I'm waiting. Not so easy when the knife is pointed towards someone you care about instead of some random girl. I'm not falling for it. You're not the same girl. That girl is dead. Oh, she is? Well, gee, if I'd known that, that would have saved me a lot of trouble. You keep looking at my knife. What? You don't like it? It's so pretty. No one has to get hurt. No, someone always gets hurt. Besides, I don't want to hurt him, Ayame-chan. No, I'd never want to hurt Tanaka, but I have to. Don't you see? It's the only way. Shh. Do you hear that? Voices. Whispers. It's a lot like Kamakura, isn't it, Ayame-chan? It worked! I was right. Now Tanaka will be able to come with me to the dark. Things will be different this time. He'll help me find the door, and everything will change. I won't be alone anymore. And guess what? Good news! We don't need you anymore. No one needs a nasty woman like you. Tanaka says you don't hate me. That what you did in Kamakura wasn't your fault. But I know better. No. I don't want to think about those things. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's change the subject. Say bye-bye to Tanaka. He's coming with me. Faced with the impossible. Dude, do I have crazy down, by the way? Can you tell that I'm actually losing my mind in real life? The only voice I can do is insane. Like, that's the only voice I can do, even close to well, is being crazy. Faced with the impossible, my mind raced in every direction to come up with a logical explanation. The clothes, the hair, the mannerisms were all the same, but I still didn't believe. It was when she mentioned the voices that my defenses began to wear down. There was no way she could have known about that. I'd buried it in my reports, and me and Tanaka didn't talk about it. I began to accept that the girl I faced really was the same girl. As I saw the glint of the blade, the smell of cherry blossoms began to mix with the stink of rancid sewage. Man, I'm gonna need to refill my water soon already. These talkie-talkie games take a lot out of you. My command to drop the knife only tightened her grip on the handle, and it inched closer and closer to Kazuki's throat. If I planned on keeping him safe, I had to think of something fast. Okay, attempt arrest, ask about Kamakura, draw gun. Let's just talk. How are you here? In Kamakura, I... Murdered me? No, it wasn't like that. I was trying to... Ayami, there's nothing you can do. I know it's confusing, but you have to run. It's your only chance to get out of this. Oh, you. Be a good little boy and hush now. You know, it almost sounded like you feel bad about it. Almost. All I wanted in Kamakura was the mask, but you were hiding it from me. I'd been searching for it for so long, Ayami-chan, so many different shrines. Then Tanaka showed up. He didn't look at me like I was some sort of rabid little animal, not like all the others. No, not my Tanaka. He wanted to help me, really help me. And I almost believed he would before you showed up. Well, we all know what happened after that, don't we? Poof! I woke up in the dark again. I can still feel it. It hurt me, Ayami. It hurt so bad. I was this close to changing everything, but you took it from me. I wondered why someone so nice as Tanaka would be with someone so horrible like you. So I went after him instead. He even gave me the mask. What? You don't believe me? He doesn't care about you, remember? He wants to help me! But the mask wouldn't wake up. Not like it did in Kamakura. It won't work if it's not awake. Oh, but Ayami, it worked. Everyone always called me stupid, but look at me now! Tanaka and I will be together, and I'll finally find the door. But first, I have to send him there. I'm sorry, Tanaka, it's the only way you can help me. I want you to help me. Please? You promised. And you, Ayami-chan, you can watch. Alright, yeah, fucking shoot her. Even though none of it made sense at the time, the girl truly believed every word she said. Okay, so yeah, we're looking back at this from the future, just like a noir movie. When she talked about Kazuki, her eyes lit up as if she really believed he was her savior. The situation was deteriorating, and her grip on the knife hadn't loosened one bit. This is actually a question worth asking. Obviously, the reasonable thing to do would be to shoot her and save the dude. But, like, the dude's telling us to run. Should we just run? Right? Like, should we actually just follow? Can we do that even? Will the game let us? Like, he's telling us to leave. Why don't we just leave? You know? I mean, maybe you know, like, yeah, we're a detective. We're trying to, that's our fucking BF. Trying to save him. Trying to, you know, that's a fucking criminal. We're supposed to stop those generally. But, like, you know, we could just leave. You can't leave, the game won't let you. Do you know that? I don't think you know that, Trip. I had to keep her talking. Do I? Is that what I need? Okay, keep her talking. Let me help you. I don't know, man. I don't know how you got here, but you're not beyond saving. You want help. Alright, I get that. So let me help you. Shut up. Shut up. You don't care about me. No one cares about me. My whole life, people have told me they want to help me. They want to love me. It's all been a lie. It's not a lie. You're sick. And if you let me help you, I don't want to shout these lines. You know what I mean? Like, my voice is gonna fucking die in like a half hour anyway. Tanaka said that before, didn't he? Back then, he said it wasn't real. That he could make it better. He was wrong. Look around you, Ayami-chan. Look at me! You see me, don't you? Do you still think I'm sick? Run? Oh, I can't. I'm not allowed to run. Okay. I mean, I'm allowed to run, but I'm no longer allowed to shoot. What is the dark? What are you talking about? We don't need to talk about that. After Kamakura, I was there. Every time before that, it's always the same. Deep, deep down, the dark is always breathing. Can't you hear it? It's here now. Very close. It won't leave me alone. It follows me all the time, ever since I was little. At least with the mask, it's quieter. I told you I didn't want to talk about it. I don't want to be alone down there anymore. I won't let it keep me there. I want to sleep. I'm so tired, but the dark, it's in my dreams. It's there every time I wake up. He'll help me sleep. He'll help me once he can see. Won't you, Tanaka? I'm out. See ya. I'm out. My vision blurred and everything from Kamakura came flooding black to me. Flooding black, yeah. My mind screamed out in agony every time, with every word the girl spoke. Suddenly I cracked. I felt hopeless and afraid, like a little child. My mind told me the only solution left to me was to run. As my feet stumbled to escape a flood of thoughts. roared through my head. Cue montage scene of babes. They told me none of it was real. The man under the hood wasn't Kazuki. The girl was just a vision brought on by my guilt. My mind told me it was all a delusion. I ran back the way I came, stumbling and tripping in the dark, my breath ragged as I scrambled up the well, cutting my fingernails on the rough stones. Everything blurred together until I crawled out the small opening and collapsed onto the street. Taking a deep breath, everything snapped back into focus. I'll never forget how I felt when my mind cleared. I left him. I left him to die. But I was too scared to go back. I simply hid in the alley, terrified and shaking, feeling nothing but fear and shame. Ooh, artsy.